Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the daily Tesla report for Tuesday, August 22nd, 2023. Before I jump into the charts, I just want to encourage you to please click like, share, subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the daily Tesla report, daily analysis in the SPY and the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, and the long bond ETF, the TLT, as well as two individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor, always looking for 20% moves on those underlying stock picks. We also offer a 5-day free trial up front. So if you sign up for wickedstocks.com, you've got 5 days to check everything out. And if you don't like what you see, you can bow out at no cost to you whatsoever. Now for the charts. I like to start with the big picture, as you're well aware, and work my way into the day itself. We came off of about a month and a half ago this targeted channel top. This is a weekly chart at 302.97 this week. The 302.97 formation had been considered a 2 to 3 month target following the settlement about 3.5 months ago above the 173.86 channel top. We tested the 302.97 channel top, and once tested, I had mentioned that we can, over the following month or two, fall to the channel bottom. That is this week at 215.41. On the daily chart, you can see it at 214.97. So once again, it is the 214.97 to 215.41 area that is our base of support really through the rest of the year. As I've been saying, this formation may well contain selling through the rest of the year. And from here, over the next, I said 3 to 5 weeks yesterday, you can't help but have Monday's rally impact your time horizon. This could be now within 2 to 3 weeks, this narrowing 257.48 to 267.62 area. These are converging speed lines over the next week and a half. And in fact, it was about 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, the settlement below the 257.48 long-term speed line that then clearly indicated 214.97 as a 2 to 3 week target, which we obviously tested last Friday and have come off nicely. And once again, over the next 2 to 3 months, we can rally back to the 302.97 long-term rising channel top. And that is really kind of the big picture. So I will go back to this chart here and just remind you that it is the narrowing 57.48 to 67.62 area that is a likely 2 to 3 week target. Now let's talk about really the day itself. This is 230.47. I have reduced that to an intraday resistance level only. It was a session containment level in the 231 handle. We closed pretty much right at it. And so it's at 230.47 today. It does have pivot point qualities. Now, if we open at or below it, we can ease south. Now, will we ease south all the way back to that 214.97 area on an intraday basis? I doubt it. But there's all the minor levels at 27.41, 23.92, 20.58, and 17.65. They are all legitimate levels. 217.65 is the February high. I could show you all the way down what they have. They're probably either a Fibonacci downside retracement level, but I'm uncomfortable considering any of them to have sort of downward pivot point qualities. In other words, were we to break it, you could expect follow-through selling in a more aggressive manner. Just know that holding below 230.47 does put a lid on the market today, and we can ease back. I don't know about 214.97. It is certainly possible, but just know that we can ease back holding below 230.47. Now, if we push or open today above 230.47, we're in quick, easy reach. I don't know about easy, but probably by midday, if not the morning itself, 238.71. 238.71, still a level that can contain daily buying pressures. And we may actually come off of here for a day, 2 or 3. So 238.71, solid day trade level. Day traders can, if you're long up to that point, you can take profits here. You could consider going short for the day itself. We could fall off from here at 238.71 into the closing bell and perhaps even into tomorrow. But it is a settlement above 238.71 today that would signal 247.16 tomorrow. And 247.16, not shown on this chart, going back to this chart, is really the channel top that includes all the trade following that July high. So you can follow July high to the lows several days later, so forth and so on to the recent lows from Friday. 247.16 is by one definition a solid upward pivot point through the rest of the week and into next. I'll get to that in a moment. But it is the level, 247.16, that may well contain buying through the rest of the week and into next week. And yes, from 247.16, we can fall back into the 214.97 region within a matter of 3 to 5 days, perhaps. I'm kind of asking that as a question. Basically, back to this low area. With this kind of volatility, yes, within 3 to 5 days, but as volatility wanes, and it likely will, I'm going to say by the end of next week, once we test 247.16, we could fall off by the end of next week back into that 214.97 to 215.41 region. If we close above 247, 16, and I don't show it anywhere here, but I will just say that if we close above 247.16, it is this narrowing zone of resistance that over the next 3 to 5 days converges entirely. 257.48 to 267.62. And I'd mentioned at the top of this video how this should be considered a 2 to 3 week target anyway. So if you went long last Friday, when we tested our targeted support at 214.97, and you're a 2 to 3 week swing trader, this is the area you're holding out for. This is also the area that you can not only take profits, but even play the short side. If you're an options trader, for instance, you may reach for 215 or 220 out of the money puts that don't expire for at least a few weeks. But at this point in time, as I was mentioning last week, having tested or once testing 214.97, you could reach for 260, 265 out of the money calls that don't expire for at least a month or two. I think I said 2 months last week. And, that was before the spike in volatility and the rally that occurred Friday. So, the option expiration may only be 2 to 3 weeks, perhaps. I think over the next couple of weeks, we actually may reach this upper area. And once again, if we were to close today above 247.16, which I don't see happening, but may by the end of the week, this is actually dropping a couple of points a day. So by Thursday, Friday, if we settle above this 247.16 formation, we should, within a matter of 3 to 5 more days, reach this convergent speed line resistance where we could top out through next week, even well into September trade, and from here fall back into the mid 210s, the 215.41 area. Finally, it would be a settlement above 267.62 that would signal possibly within 2 to 3 weeks, probably more like 3 to 5, a retest of the 302.97 channel top. Where we can top out possibly through the rest of the year. I will broach this subject. It's not going to happen today, but if over the coming days we do close below 214.97, we set up for our next 2 to 3 week downside objective at 179.76. 179.76 is part of a convergent area at 173.86. Last thing I want to show you is the triple Q. I do daily triple Q analysis and weekly NASDAQ 100 analysis. And, this is one of the reasons I was pretty comfortable, pretty confident with anticipating a solid support in this 214.97 to 215.41 region, was because the triple Q actually tested its own targeted support that this week is at 357.17 all the way down to 347.43. This is the triple Q. Also, the NASDAQ 100 ETF. This is a zone of support that may well absorb selling through the rest of the year. And now that we've tested it, we can, by the end of the year, reach that 408.71 November 21 all-time high. But I would invite you to become a wickedstocks.com subscriber, and you would have access to our daily triple Q analysis on a day-by-day basis. I guess that's a little redundant. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave you with this image for today. That's all I've got for Monday's Tesla report. Of course, I'll be back tomorrow. Tuesday's Tesla report. I'll be back tomorrow with Wednesdays, and you have a great day.